Happy Thursday, happy Thursday. Welcome to Young and Successful. We have no other today. Stephen Richmond with RichFitFood. Oh man, how are you doing? Thanks for coming.
I'm good. Glad to be out here, man. Glad to have you.
Great. So man, you just have to tell me, I've been seeing your meal preps everywhere. Someone at my office actually popped up with a RichFitFood, and I'm like, hey, that's Stephen Richmond, who's typically at all the Houston Moves events, all the whiskey events. Let people know about RichFitFood and how it got started.
Sure. So it got started because I was selling cars. I had been there for almost 4 years, and although the lifestyle and the money was great, my health was deteriorating, right? They feed us donuts, kolaches, hamburgers, pizza. Anything you can think of that's gonna feed a big group.
Everything you don't need.
Everything you don't need, right? And so I said, man, I don't have time for a trainer because I have too many appointments and clients that I need to see throughout the day, morning, afternoon, and evening. However, I was like, if I can prep my meals, maybe like on Sunday, Saturday night when I get off, or Sunday, set aside 2 or 3 hours, prep my meals, I figured I can save some money.
Yeah.
I can eat a little healthier, and then I can lose some weight because I had gained a lot of weight, man.
Yeah, man, because speaking about saving money, I do a lot of business meetings at lunch, and it's probably around $9 to $10 a day. So that's almost $50 a week, 50 plus. So I'm all about saving money. So I think it's a great concept.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, when you say $9 to $10, that's on the low end. That's like advertising.
Very true.
If you go like to Papados, which is popular here, if you go to a Max's Wine Dive, if you go to a typical restaurant, your meals range between $15 to $20 a meal. Yeah. So you might want to up that to about $100 to $150 a week if you eat like that every single day.
Yeah, that's true. So nice. So let everyone know how they can find you. Like, where do you advertise mostly?
Sure. So, I mean, you can find me on Facebook, RichFitFoods1. I'm also on Instagram, Mr. RichFitFoods, MrRichFitFoods. And then also my website, very simple, www.richfitfoods.com.
Great. So, I mean, I know 2017 was an amazing year for you.
Absolutely.
So much growth and expansion. What do you attribute that to?
To be perfectly honest, man, just the referral business, the amount of people that have been able to taste the food or have the experience has led me to be able to grow to just, I mean, I don't know, I've just grown so much, it's crazy.
Great, man. I'm excited. Can I taste some of this? What do we have here today?
Sure. So we got 3 different plates. So on the first plate here, we got our seared salmon. I have some sweet potatoes, or like we like to say, candy yams.
Okay.
I have some roasted asparagus here. Further on in the plate, I got some turkey chops here. So it's like a pork chop, but no bone. Extremely lean turkey chops. Brown rice, which is pretty self-explanatory, and I got some kale, which is like a mustard or a collard green, but kale greens.
Nice.
And then on the second plate that's closer to you, we have our chicken breast that's already cut up for you. We have the same thing as far as your starches here, which is some yams. Okay. And I got some green beans for your veggies, man.
Great. So which one do you think I should try out first?
I think the salmon and or the turkey chops, one of the two.
Okay, yeah. I'm a salmon person. I love seafood, so I'm going to go ahead and pick the salmon.
Try it out, man.
And this is cooked healthy?
Yeah, so, I mean, it's made with very little to a small amount of Himalayan salt. I use Mrs. Dash, which doesn't have any MSG or anything like that in it, no sodium.
Nice.
And then I'm cooking anything on a stove top or roasting it with olive oil.
Nice.
So you're not using any cooking oil. It's not any heavily saturated MSG, Lowry seasoned salt, stuff that fills you up. So it's all healthy made.
That is really good. And this one right here is the chicken?
Chicken breast, yeah.
Chicken breast.
So that's your pan-fried chicken breast.
That's really good. And so, do you have any type of deals with this?
Absolutely. I mean, so like one of my most popular deals that I run on a weekly basis because it is a mobile meal prep service. So I actually am delivering the meals to your job or to your home. Wow. The great thing about it is I have a deal that I run that's 10 meals for $100. And that includes your delivery. So typically people want to make sure that they're eating right while they're at work or throughout the day, right? So that's your 5 lunches and maybe your 5 dinners. Most people either have a shake or oatmeal or something like that for breakfast.
Yes.
So that's why I run that 10 for $100, and that includes the delivery. And that's probably one of the most popular deals that I've had going for, I don't know, 7 or 8 months now.
Wow. So you mean to tell me you actually come to my job and drop off the food?
Yeah, I'm physically dropping off the meals to you, handing them to you, giving you great customer service, and I'm bringing that directly to your job. Or if you work from home, or if you're not at work that day, I can actually bring it to your home as well.
Wow, that's amazing. So I remember in us, speaking before we said here, we came here, you said something about how you had to ship some. So
Yeah,
people
yeah.
who aren't even locally in Houston, they can also.
They can also take advantage. Yeah, so
Wow.
obviously there's shipping costs involved, right?
Right.
So aside from paying the additional shipping costs, yes, I can ship anywhere in the nation. Matter of fact, 2 days ago I just shipped 20 meals to
Wow.
Beaumont. So as you know, Beaumont is about an hour and a half from Houston if you're driving. And so I have an account with UPS and with the post office, and I was able to ship that with no problem.
Wow. So again, not just locally in Houston, global. And he will actually ship it to you and it will come to your door fresh and you'll have your 10 meals for the week. Great, man. That is amazing.
Yeah.
So let me know something that you would tell someone that's, thinking about starting their own company or thinking about quitting that 9 to 5 like you did. What's some encouraging words you would leave them with?
Well, the first thing I would say is definitely come up with a solid plan. You don't want to write, you don't want to just think about, doing something. It's a goal only if it's written down. So you definitely want to have a solid plan. If you have the ability to, whether it be financially or if you have someone that's a family friend, hire an accountant.
Yeah.
Get you some financial advisors that can watch over your money because that's going to be key to surviving without a 9 to 5, and a 401 attached to it and insurance that's group, that's attached to it as well. So you got to make sure that you have anywhere from 6 to 8 months of mortgage or rent saved up. You also want to make sure that if it's something that you're passionate about, you gotta know that you're always on call. You're never off.
Wow.
Never off. I mean, I don't have business hours. I'm always working.
That's an entrepreneur for you.
Right.
Well, so Steve, we talked about your success, and I've actually researched it before you came. Let me know your struggles because
Sure.
in order to be successful, a lot of successful people go through a lot of struggles that people don't have any idea of.
Right. So yeah, let's talk about that. So the first thing is being an entrepreneur and used to having a 9 to 5. You have to maintain time management. Time management I struggle with, and that has nothing to do with your finances, but it can hurt you. Because if you think that you have a lot of time when you actually don't, and you don't use it properly, it can hurt you very, very severely. And I mean that like, oh, I have time to make these 10 meals later on today, but if you get another 2 or 3 orders, now you've been bombarded or you're overwhelmed with orders, and now you've put off what you could have done at a different time, and now you have 30 meals to make or 40 meals to make, and now you have other obligations that are already lined up, so you don't have the ability to really put those off. And then I'll say another thing is I everything is out of pocket. So I don't have an investor, or I didn't have anyone give me $5,000 or $10,000 or a small amount of money for startup. So everything was out of pocket. So I look at other businesses or the same people that's in my industry, and I see them doing bigger things. And I wish that I could be there, or I would like to be where they are, because I don't have the extra funds to do what they're doing, whether it be filming in the studio, whether it be some type of commercial, different forms of marketing, things of that nature. So you want to be cognizant that when you're an entrepreneur, you need to move at your own pace. And so financially, if it's out of pocket, if no one's invested any money or no one has given you an investment at the point of when you do the startup, you got to be cognizant of that, and you got to move at your own pace.
That's some very wise words. And a lot of people are blessed and fortunate enough to have that sponsor. But if you do not, you still can become a business owner, run your business more efficiently and effectively, and still be successful. That's really good to hear, because I know a lot of people, they struggle.
Absolutely.
They say a business fails within the first 2 to 5 years.
Absolutely.
A business will fail. So with that, we want to talk about the struggles and then also celebrate the wins. So what's a goal for RichFitFood in 2018?
So one of the major goals for 2018 is to be in about 4 or 5 local gyms.
Okay.
And then my big project is to be like in a 24-hour fitness or LA Fitness in a big box gym, right?
Nice.
It's a lot of red tape, but it's definitely worth the risk, because I feel like the moment you're able to get into a large gym, the volume itself will generate the revenue to be able to launch you to the next level.
Great. So anybody who has a gym, any gym owners, this is the type of food that you want in your gym. Just elaborate to me, what was one of your biggest struggles with RichFitFood thus far?
I say one of the biggest struggles was keeping people consistent. You can have great food, you can have great customer service, but making someone believe that a luxury that I'm providing is a necessity. right? So everyone knows they need lights to live. They need running water. Those are necessities. They need a roof over their head. And they need to be able to eat. But everyone doesn't want to eat healthy, and everyone doesn't want to pay extra for it. So being able to market my product to a point where it's more of a necessity as opposed to a want has been probably the biggest struggle. Because I have about 90 to 95% women, because women are more apt to pay for fitness, to pay for fit food, and they see they see the just in moving forward.
They see the value in it.
They definitely see the value. I agree. Whereas men, we're a little bit more hard headed, right? And we need more proof, and we're not as apt to spend our money. We're not quick to jump on board like most women. So the hardest struggle is really keeping a consistent amount of clients to be able to budget from those consistent clients to make a living.
Wow.
So if there's not a consistent amount of clients that you have on a weekly basis, monthly basis, bi-weekly basis, you're struggling to bring on new business and more new business and more new business to put more money back into your business, so that allows you to live.
Right.
So the consistency has probably been one of the most probably biggest struggles, and I would say more in the beginning than it has been lately. I'm proud to say, about a good 15 to 20 very consistent clients, and then I have some that are semi-consistent, right? 1 month they'll go strong, and then they'll fall off for a couple of weeks, and then they'll get back on for another month. But I have clients 15 to 20 that are every week buying, every single week.
Wow.
So the consistency really has been the biggest struggle, because if you don't have a consistent amount of clientele, no business can really survive, right?
True. Great. Well, we appreciate you being transparent with us, telling us your story. Again, come out and see him at the Scotch and Beer Fest on March 9th from 7 to 10 p.m.